Hey, it's your narrator speaking. Thank you so much for listening to Spare the Crying. A special thanks to our starlights and starcatchers on Patreon. Sky, I Like Rocks Like a Lot, Dresden, Jesper, The Golden Jabber, Fairy Princeton, Julian, Jeffrey, Seth, River, and Helena. Your support means more than we can say, and I hope you enjoy this story.
Well, shit. You've done it now, haven't you? Who wants to go first? Well? Are you gonna make me decide?
Yes, teacher.
Fine. Let's put it in the hands of fate, shall we? Virgil, you fell, and as you died, a moment of your life flashed before your eyes. What did you see?
He sees himself in the middle of a dirt sparring ring on the Dawning Grounds, opposite Terranavane. He fights, and he falls, and he rises, and he falls, and his father scoffs from the sidelines. And he's tired, but he rises.
And that's when it happens, isn't it? The lion approaches, and you're down again. And you're bleeding. We'll get back to that. Now y'all gonna make me choose again, or do we have any volunteers?
Feels better when it's over with, guys.
I'm like, the thing is, I'm fine to go, but I think it's more fun to let Vic decide.
Sounds like you want to go. Kian, you failed 3 death saves. As your life flashes before your eyes, you see your final memories. What are they?
They are standing at a shoreline, and the waves kind of creep up towards their feet, barefoot, on the sand. And they quickly run back and kind of look to the side behind them at something they can't quite see. See, it's just like that. Do you want to join me next time? It's kind of fun.
What's the point of it?
Try not to get caught.
What's gonna happen if you get caught?
I mean, nothing's gonna happen if you get caught. Except you'll get wet. And that's kind of fun too sometimes.
Aelin takes a few steps forward and then jumps back as soon as the smallest wave begins to approach. Is that what you're supposed to do?
Yeah. Just like that.
Huh. And they look out over the water. Did you know that the sea used to be called the ocean?
That's a weird name for it.
Why?
Well, the ocean's the ocean. And the sea's the sea.
I said the sea used to be called the ocean. It's not called the ocean anymore.
But it's not the ocean.
I know.
They're different.
That's what I'm saying.
That's weird.
You're weird.
You're weird.
Aelin crosses their arms and sort of pouts. But there's a friendliness behind it. You know, there's a smile behind it. I think you and I could get along.
I think so too. It's fun to hang out here.
Do you want to be friends?
Yeah, do you want to come over? You could come visit my mum's.
Aelin nods.
They hold out a hand.
And Aelin takes Kian's hand in both of theirs and clasps it tight. And the hands are warm, like warmer than the air around you. And a faint golden glow shines from beneath your palms. And Aelin grins excitedly.
Let's go over now. I think they're making dinner.
They nod, still grinning. almost laughing, but not quite.
Keen pulls them excitedly back towards the small cottage.
And anyone who glanced down at the beach at this moment would be very confused to see that Kian seems to have discovered a twin somewhere along the way. And you both go home to your moms. And the sun sets on the memory, it fades. Where are you now?
It's almost similar in a way. They're looking down at sand, but this time it's hot and kind of sweltering as they're trying to stay close to the train tracks and walking towards what they can barely see in the distance. The smoke or the steam rising from a train that had passed maybe 20 minutes before and is racing away as they follow. And I think they kind of look up to a seagull flying above them and smile and clutch their mandolin tightly. Kara's gonna be mad that, well, I lost my train ticket. And Keen just keeps walking for hours, and they never see anybody.
Marigold just lets out a cry, the cry of a gull. It sounds a bit out of place here, and she sounds almost lonely. She flies in a quick circle, swoops down above your head, and up again. And then she lets out another sound, one more of alarm, and directs you to turn around.
Keen stares up for a second and slowly looks behind.
Do you want to describe your first impression of the carriage?
I think that it's sort of hard to see at first because right now the sun is shining quite brightly. They hear the reindeer pulling the carriage at a fast speed, and it definitely looks different than anything they've ever seen before. The type of woodwork and paint and everything looks very new to somebody who's only seen Rusulian architecture, and they stare at it in wonder for a second and stand and wait as it pulls to a stop.
There's a thin, elven man sitting at the front who looks down at you imperiously through his glasses. The curtain to the window opens up, and you see a grinning face peer out from the shadow there. Hey, where are you heading?
I'm going to Donning to meet a friend.
He turns around and says to someone you can't see behind him, well, that's close enough, right? Kian, that memory fades. And finally, you're sitting at a table outside, overlooking this pure green lake. It's another thing that you have never really seen before. This island just drips with green living things, with moss, with lichen. It rains most of the time, but you've gotten lucky this one night, and the sky is clear and full of stars, and Lachlan sits across from you. He didn't order anything, said he's not hungry. He should have planned ahead. But he treats you to whatever it is that you want here. And as you enjoy your dessert, he just leans back and looks out over the lake and back to you. See what I mean? The Guardians want us to stick in one place, and that's not right. You never would have seen this, would you? Never would have gotten to see it.
No. It's so different. Why don't they want people to see different things?
They're selfish. Islands are a trap, Kian. You'll figure it out someday. And you die. Henry, how about you?
So, a long while ago now, all of the boys, well, unfortunately, Garrett was not on that one, but from Henry's perspective at the time, was not the best way to travel because all of the boys went down from Dawning to somewhere on the train through the boxcar. However, in this memory, Henry is not traveling down to somewhere in the boxcar. Rather, what was once his preferred method to travel, the finest of luxury as our preteen Henry, Gossamer has bustled off to the dining car, one of his favorite places, especially when Metal is going to try to have a conversation, not a serious one, but just talking to Henry about the rail lines, and we're going all the way down, and oh, look at what we've built and our plans, etc. Since Henry is getting closer to of age, and it should be under consideration that he take things more seriously. But this child, Henry, it's clear that he's not really paying that much attention. He's more focused on the outside, the passing of the trees as they start to thin down as they're getting to the end of the forest and into the deserty region that is somewhere. And as it's clear that child Henry is not paying as much attention as Metal would like, he decides for now to leave the matter and lets conversation taper off. And Henry didn't used to think too much about this particular trip. I mean, he's gone on train trips a lot. But in seeing this memory again, it is flavored somewhat differently as Henry has a new perspective on some of his indifference towards the family business now that he ironically cares more and is not involved.
You watch the sky go from clouds to bright, clear blue. Metal leans back with a sigh and picks up a teacup and takes on a similar posture to you, looking out the window, much less pleased with the view than you. And lets you both sit in a long, still silence. Metal is disappointed, but would never say such a thing to you.
Even, well, not just even, at the time, he definitely was not able to articulate it, but with more hindsight and, well, obvious recent events, it is obvious to Henry now. He knew. He always did. But maybe it was easier to not look directly at that.
And Henry, the sky turns to black as your vision fades. Oh.
The other memory. It's nighttime. Well, evening as it fades to night, at a tavern in Enosh, and a band of 4, yes, there were 4 at the time, go to have a drink, to get to know one another, well, to have a few drinks. But Henry, being a lightweight as he is, and posh, let's not mince words here, he orders white wine and plays a drinking game with these other three. He'd make 4. Some say that number's bad luck, but if you were to ask Henry, all of these months, it's almost a year now, and 4 doesn't seem like such an unlucky number anymore, even if there are all sorts of things that happen that are not great. You know, the 4 people, 3 friends now, 4 friends, that 4 is still in there somewhere. Once you add Kirit into there, has been really great for so many reasons. But maybe it's because it started with that drinking game, a little bit of honesty that was hidden behind silliness, a note of not insincerity, but non-seriousness that makes it easier a little bit to be more vulnerable, which is pretty new for Henry. But it's good. It's a nice feeling.
Henry, you feel warm as you die. Kirit. Last but certainly not least.
Fading out of consciousness, Kirit remembers a warm summer day sitting beneath the large oak tree at the edge of the property that he grew up on. His twin sister, Ulyssa, showing Phelan, his younger sibling, how to braid hair. Like the other two children, Kirit is normally restless and fidgety, but the blanket of oppressive heat and the comforting sensation of his siblings fussing with his hair has gotten him to sit still for a surprising amount of time this day as he nods off and wakes up and nods off again.
And you feel Ulyssa poke you hard in the side.
Ow! What was that for?
She pokes you again.
He pokes her back.
Ow! What was that for?
Kirit looks nonplussed by the
Well,
mimicry.
you were falling asleep.
Why can't I fall asleep?
It's the middle of the day.
And you guys are here watching the sheep too.
She sighs heavily, sort of flops down across your lap, and reaches out to pick at the grass around you in clumps. She sort of kicks her feet. I don't know, I'm just bored.
Kira takes one of those pieces of grass that she ripped out and sticks it up her nose.
She slaps you with the back of her hand, and she's smiling the entire time. She stops and, for a moment, looks uncharacteristically serious. Do you think we're going to be stuck here our entire lives?
No, we're going to go on lots of adventures.
You're just humoring me, aren't you?
Well, why can't we go on adventures?
How old is Kirit in this memory?
Like 8 or 9.
Yeah. Ulyssa just sighs, and rolls off of your lap, and jabs you one more time in the stomach, and the memory fades.
One more?
Yeah.
Kirit is huddling against the rain. His clothes are beginning to show wear, and his beard is growing in, and he looks tired. And by his side, Codex braves the rain as Kirit works over a cantrip he can almost remember from the book he borrowed from the town apothecary as he struggles to try and start a fire.
The spark does not light, and it does not light. And you're in darkness. Virgil, you were being torn apart by the lion, as you recall, though you don't feel any pain. And the lion cries, more like Rowan than an animal or a beast. And you say it's okay, and you say I love you. And you settle in the grass. It's not snow here, it's grass. And comfortable. And you hold tightly to Rowan. Or the lion. And you feel his chest rise and fall as he heaves this big animal sigh. And it would be so nice to stay here. And he can't talk like this. He never has. And he doesn't really move. Maybe just a slight nudge with his nose. But you know he's telling you to wake up.
He cards his fingers deeper into the fur. I'm tired. I don't want to. Must I?
The lion purrs, and you feel that rumble through your chest.
Despite himself, he smiles. If you are so insistent. And he'll wake up.
And you're cold. And you're alive. Kirit, you are a young man. You're accompanying some more experienced musicians on the fiddle in a lively tune in a meeting hall, while Phelan and Ulissa whirl about amidst a dance at a festival for the middle of spring, and you feel a slap across your face, and you wake up. And you shouldn't be alive, but you are. As the figure above you says, "You're too interesting to die." And they look over at Virgil, whose eyes have just opened, and say, "Kill him." And you, very eloquently, instruct them not to.
That's a lot of words.
I believe you said, "No, don't." Around you both, well, Virgil, you awaken to a dagger held at your chest, and one of the dark figures leaning above you. The intense darkness that had settled in this place is gone now. You can see the snow. You can see the wrinkles of their clothes, of their cloak. If you try to turn your face to look around, you just get snow in your eyes. You're lying in a deep snowdrift.
Can I see any faces now? At least of the
I think,
one over
yeah,
me?
you'd be able to make out the features of the one above you. They look, perhaps surprisingly, normal. Looks like, and you can't tell because of the hood blocking their ears, but human, elf, half-elf, something like that. A rather muscular frame. You do see a few strands of dark auburn hair, a very toothy smile, maybe like gray or blue eyes. Kirit, the figure who woke you up, stands back. You're gonna have to make a better argument than that.
I don't know what you want, but if you want interesting, you're probably gonna want Virgil over there and not me.
They look over to Virgil curiously, and you roll persuasion check. I think I had you roll one last time. I'm gonna have you do it again.
Do better.
13.
They give Virgil a long look and then gesture with their head. Get off him. And the other figure leans back just enough to let you sit up, Virgil. Kira, you can get, well, I guess both of you now, if you're sitting up, Virgil, you can get a look at this other figure that was leaning over you. They're wearing this long black duster, black boots, black trousers, tucked in at the waist is a black shirt, long black hair in plaits, black eyes. They almost blend into the shadow themselves. Fine. And they look over and you see Henry's body on the ground. They've turned him over, like they're inspecting the body. I think actually it's then that you notice. You wear like a pocket watch, right?
Yes. With the long coat, no. Since it's like tucked on the inside.
But if the coat was off,
Yeah.
Henry's watch appears to have been taken. And when you glance over to look at the being over Virgil, the chain is like dangling out of their pocket. And then you look over to your other side and Kian is laying there, and it's Kian, not Bree. There is a pile of feathers that almost seem to blend into the snow. There is a small wooden stake jammed into each of their palms. And they're splayed out on the snow, almost transparent. And of course now you see the horn as well is still there, sort of spiraling out from their forehead, no longer a sword. And your new friend reaches a hand out to you to help you up.
I don't take the hand, but I get up.
You shouldn't underestimate yourself. You're more interesting than you think. Will the two of you come with us?
Do they still have Virgil at knife point? Or, like, how far is Henry and Kian?
Where's Jacques?
Oh, I forgot about Jacques.
Okay. Dissociating.
I was too busy thinking about you guys. Sorry. I think actually at first you don't notice Jacques. You have to sort of look around wildly to find Jacques. He is standing a little bit further back. He's just standing there. When you turn and see him, his expression hardens, like glares at you.
Kira looks quizzically back.
What?
What the fuck was the what?
Or should I say Lachlan?
We don't know who he is.
Do you remember me?
Yeah, of course I remember you. He is looking at you with disdain. You kind of feel like you are a child being told off for not doing your homework. You feel stupid. And he rolls his eyes. You probably want to do what they say.
Do we think it's been the long game?
Where's our French fruit?
Where's our French fruit?
How where are these two in relation to where I am, and does it seem like I can get up and go to them, or am I being threatened currently?
They are, I'd say Henry is about 10 feet away from you. Kian's about 15 feet away from you. They are about 10 feet away from each other. There is still someone standing close to you. They've allowed you to stand up, but they still have, their weapons drawn and are watching you.
I have one casting of Gentle Repose, and I am wondering if I should use it, but...
Don't use it on me.
Yeah, you're already undead.
We don't know what the fuck is up
Maybe.
with you.
And there's a chance that this would prevent you from coming back as undead if that is...
Fuck.
Not looking over there.
Fuck!
If that's the plan. Before we go, can I just put Henry to rest?
They gesture their hand for you to go ahead.
He will take out 2 pieces of copper and close Henry's eyes and place them on his eyes and cast Gentle Repose.
How sweet. Now let's get moving.
From where Virgil is standing, he's just kind of frozen, swaying, but he does look over as Kira casts the spell. Is Henry's, soul gem necklace still there?
Yes.
Okay. So what, we're just going to leave them and go with you so you can kill us somewhere else?
No.
Why, then? What is the point? What the fuck do you want with us?
I don't think you're in the position to be asking questions.
Don't have much more to lose, do I?
Well, there's your life. But if you don't want it, we'll take it.
He looks to Kirit.
Garrett looks lost. Clearly everything has gone to shit. And he doesn't know what to do. And Virgil and Kian are usually the leaders. Sometimes Henry too.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. And he just shrugs. Fine. Lead the way.
Hold on. What does somatic mean? Is that hand motion?
Yeah.
Would that be sleight of hand, my dear, if I was to try and cast a spell that had a hand motion? Kian's got 2 stakes in her palms. And tell me about how these people gather around us as we sort of collect ourselves.
You only see 2 people.
There's only 2.
Yeah.
Where are they positioned? As Virgil will move to follow Kirit.
Kirit's kind of in the center of this triangle, having just gentle reposed Henry.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is right next to you. One of them is 5 feet behind Kirit, the one that was doing all the talking. And then Jacques is on the other corner of the triangle, basically closer to Kian.
Okay. And have they relieved us of our weapons?
Yeah.
No. You still have your guns, right? Got it. I assume Blossom has been dismissed.
Yeah, Blossom's gone.
Okay. He
It's just Codex and Delilah.
Is Marigold there?
No.
He moves to stand beside Kirit, just sort of looking shaken, eyes not really focused, and he sort of hugs himself under his cloak, shivering, covered in snow, trying to shake it off. And I would like to subtly try and cast Shape Water as we start to walk away. 15, sleight of hand.
You're able to do it when these 2 are are gathering the bodies of your friends.
Oh, they're gathering the bodies.
Yes.
Oh. Does that change what I was going to do? I just think they would notice this. I'm
Both
checking.
got natural ones.
I am attempting to shape water, shove the stake out of one hand. Or I guess both. If I can do two effects at the same time and have sticks of ice act as replacements. And I'm just checking the spell. I can change the water's color or opacity. I don't think that counts for ice, but ice is water. Can I change the color of these ice stakes to look like wood, to be brown in color?
If you can change the color of the water, then I don't see why not.
That is what I would like to do.
Okay. Then how we'll play the natural ones for this is that they are both dealing with Henry, like, at the same time. The figure that was talking to Kirit seems entirely unconcerned with both of you and walks over to put their hand on their hips, like looks down at Henry as the other figure hoists him up. The figure in the duster takes out what is a small leather satchel and opens it up, and Henry's body disappears inside.
Okay.
You got bag of holding. Virgil, you are confident that these two are fully distracted. They're talking quietly with each other as they do this. Kian is directly behind them, not even in their periphery. So are you completely shoving the ice stake or the wood stakes out?
Yeah.
All the way? They do fall to the ground next to Kian.
Am I able to flick like a mound of snow over them?
Yeah. On 2 natural ones, I'll allow that. My punishment for the first one getting a natural one was going to be disadvantage for the second person. But then they just got a natural one.
Oh.
So,
This was meant to be.
yeah. The stakes fall out into the snow. You quickly cover them with a snowdrift. Oh.
Fuck off, Jacques. Come on, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Please.
Wait, but Jacques gets the disadvantage.
Yeah. Jacques rolled really low anyway. So. Yeah, you do it. Just as you bury the stakes beneath the snow, the figures turn around and the one in the duster opens up the bag of holding and lifts Kian and their body disappears.
Is this to the same sort of pocket that Henry was in? Or is this... Okay. Interesting.
And they turn back to both of you. Let's go. Start to head off into the woods again.
Is one of these guys just holding Delilah still?
They ignore Delilah. Same with Codex. What is Delilah doing?
I mean, 'cause they would have had to wrangle her to get him in his body in the bag.
Yeah.
Sort of after that, she was there. She watched them put him in a bag, which is sort of confusing that he's just like kind of not there anymore. And she isn't quite sure, especially if like Codex isn't attacking them. She's like, should I be attacking them? They're definitely not the good guys because they were definitely like attacking us earlier. Because even in the darkness, I mean, they still smell the same.
Delilah, come with us.
She's gonna follow behind regardless because she saw that bag. But since you're offering deliberately, she'll walk up alongside Virgil, ears back a little bit, not at Virgil.
He reaches a hand down, just offering some pets.
She will lead into a little pet.
She is a little pet.
Yeah.
Codex, I assume, hangs out with Kirit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you all make your way again through the snow. Your accompaniment sometimes appears to vanish, but you see them just enough in the shadows around you to know that they're still there. Jacques leads, along with the one in the duster. He doesn't look back at either of you.
Can I attempt to gain some insight from his body language as he walks? Does it look the same as Jacques?
That's an insight check. You're gonna have to roll high, I think.
I shan't. Yeah, 14.
I mean, it doesn't not seem like Jacques. You are walking through deep snow, so none of you are really moving normal. You know, your steps are all awkward and fumbling. I don't think you can really tell one way or the other. And they take the position of your guides. You know, once in a while, of course, check back, make sure you're still following them. When you have to stop and set up camp and sleep, they let you. They don't try to stop you. They don't appear to need to do the same thing. They never start fires for themselves. They never settle down in a pallet to sleep. But they don't rush you along to do so.
I mean, we should ask their names before we get wherever we're going, right?
If we're moving on from a night of sleep, yeah, there's some stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. They let you settle down, they let you light a fire. They even point out a good place for dry firewood. There's an overhanging of rock that protects some of the wood from the snow. It's still dry, mostly.
And are we permitted to set up a tent
Yes.
and be out of their sight?
You're out of their sight when you're in the tent.
Yeah.
They are just outside.
It's just you and me, babe. Checking all of the components for my spells real fast, if you don't mind. God. I mean, I'll arcane recovery, so at least before we sleep, I'll have some spell slots. Oh my god. The only thing that I can think of without getting us back into combat is I could cast Sending to someone. I don't know who. Gender neutral mommy Navain, can you come get us?
Pick me up, I'm scared.
Nico, babe. If we have quiet conversation in here, they don't seem disturbed by the sound of voices.
No.
They don't care. Okay. Fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I mean, we can write to each other.
Let's say this is a written conversation.
Okay.
For the sake of
Yeah.
not being
Your
overheard.
notebook or mine?
I can use mine. I can try to call for help. I don't know what use it would be.
Should we try and talk to them to figure out who they are and what they want?
They seem to like you. You might have a shot at that.
Why?
Why? What? Why any of this?
Well, that.
I couldn't tell you. Henry was gone. I don't know what will become of Kian. They would not have put stakes in our hands if that did not matter.
And what about Jacques? What's up with him? Is he lying?
I don't know. And I don't know that we can afford to count on it being a lie.
Yeah.
I think it's just you and me.
I think we should try to talk to them and find out what we can before maybe calling for help. Then at least we can give details.
Yeah, okay. Apologies. I don't know if I can do this again. I'm glad you're here.
Kirit offers a hand to hold.
He takes it, holds it tight. Okay, you lead, maybe.
Okay. And Kirit will make his way out of the tent and toward the fire if the others are gathered there.
They are not gathered around the fire. You can see them in the light of it, not far away. They've just settled, they've cleared some snow off of a fallen tree stump. The cloaked figure is laying down on it. His hands behind his head, he's looking up at the sky, and the other figure with the duster is, it looks like they're maybe sitting on watch, attentive, sitting up, peering out into the night. Their attention turns to you as you both approach.
Wait, the one with the duster is the one in all black?
Yes. At first, you don't see Jacques, and then a bat flutters by, and flutters by again, and comes to a stop on a tree branch that is poking upwards from this fallen log, and the bat turns and looks at all of you.
Judas.
Yeah. Somehow it seems really inappropriate that he should be a bat right now. Like, it's rude. I don't know.
Well, it matches his attitude.
Yeah.
You need something?
Just thought we would warm up a bit.
Is that allowed?
Well, why not?
I don't know. You tell me. We are at your whim.
You may.
He'll go and sit by the fire.
Kirit will settle near him.
I'll let you start before I
Uh-huh.
throw shade.
For sure, yep. So, where are you taking us? And to what end?
Well, we're taking you to our... I guess you could call it an island if you want.
A haven?
Sure. To meet up with our boss.
And why would she want to see us?
Well, like I said, you're an interesting... You're interesting. And their eyes kind of narrow. They reach into a pocket of their duster and pull out a black-capped mushroom. You know what this is?
Do I recognize it?
Yeah, it looks like the ones that grow around you sometimes.
I've seen them before.
Yeah, what, just around? Does Kira shrug like that?
Yeah.
They laugh. Yeah, that's why she's interested in you.
Kirit looks up to the bat. And you know him?
They look up at the bat as well. Yeah. He's come and gone a couple times.
Can I get a vibe check of how they feel about him?
Yeah.
Insight would be a 19.
They seem kind of amused by him. Not like annoyed, just kind of like, oh yeah, this guy's back. That sort of energy.
I'm sorry, I think we missed your names. Perhaps we should start with those. I'm Kirit.
That eyebrow lift.
They look to you, Virgil.
You already seem familiar with me.
Well, we're being polite, aren't we?
That's not my strong suit.
What's your name?
Virgil.
Pleasure to meet you both. You can call me Darkness. And they nudge the other figure who hasn't really moved from his spot. This is Velvet.
So we're being polite but not honest.
As far as I know, that's my name.
I'm gonna insight check them.
Yeah.
19.
As far as they know, that's their name.
What's your bat's name?
I know, they didn't introduce him.
So how long have you been friends with him? And he looks up at the bat, kind of glares at it.
I wouldn't say friends. But, Jacqueline has kind of a reputation back at home.
You didn't.
Jacqueline?
They look like they're making a joke. You know, they seem kind of... They're chuffed by it.
God
So
damn.
funny.
So, you're bringing us to Vivienne
Yeah.
because of mushrooms.
Yeah.
Why did you want to kill us in the first place?
We were hungry.
And we looked edible?
You did. But it turns out none of you are, which is an unpleasant surprise. Not your fault, though.
Sorry to disappoint.
I mean, it is my fault, honestly. But
Like I said, not your fault. It also sounds like you caused quite a stir back with LaRue and Enion. Put on quite a performance.
I didn't know you get news way out here.
Of course we do. You look disappointed.
You killed our friends.
They're fine.
are they?
Yeah, they're in the bag. You did your thing, and they gesture vaguely to you, Kirit. And the other ones, whatever's going on there, so they're fine. Vivienne will decide what to do with them.
Is she kind, reasonable?
Depends.
I could work with greedy.
Yeah, you could say that.
Well, that's something. And you like this existence you have? Living on the outskirts of town and killing people?
We do what we have to survive, and you'll be impressed. Our home is quite nice.
Kirit is checking to see how long Virgil has before he blows up.
He's being good. Does want to visibly strangle that bat.
Yeah.
Is that all?
Yeah. That's all.
Sleep tight.
He'll get up and walk back to the tent.
Virgil gets up to follow, but he stops and will look back at the bat. Well, the good news is, if you walk away from this place again, you'll forget Kian. So, until then, live with your guilt. And he'll go back to the tent.
The bat just flutters its wings.
And another thing!
Anything else that you all do?
Before we leave here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to writing in the journal. I can cast sending, or I can dream with someone.
Would they come to help us?
I don't know. That depends on who we contact and how far away.
I think anybody who would try to help would get themselves killed.
Should we let someone know, in case we are?
That's probably wise. But who?
I simply can't do it to Ophelia.
No, they have to care just little enough, but
pass
also
it
just
on?
enough. Yeah.
Jesus.
I was thinking about Lizzie, honestly.
Lizzie? That's brutal.
Who do you send to? Dream with.
Fuck, man.
Donna? Maggie?
I could cast sending in the morning and dream tonight.
But still, who? Although, do you think that the Phoenix can see into dreams?
That's what I want to find out.
Why is it us? We can get some things done.
Together, we're one wizard. And if we put our levels
marshal.
together... Yeah? Okay, what do we need from Nevane? Information about Vivian, about the shepherd mushrooms.
Yeah, we need to see
That's the best thing that can help
if
us right
this
now.
is a safe space where they can talk.
Yeah.
And then what they can tell us.
Yeah.
You.
Virgil will lay out his bedroll like usual. Do you want to join? I can try and bring you in.
Whatever you think is best.
Okay. I would be glad for the company. And he will tuck the spell scroll in the bedroll with him so that it's not visible if someone were to come in and check. And he will cast Dream, thinking of Kirit and Nevane, and he will attempt to manifest. What's a neutral location? I think that the first thing he thinks of is Henry's shop. He'll dream that up. The shelves are probably all empty, like they were the last time we visited.
Roll wisdom save.
Okay. Oh! Natural 20. A total of 26.
I think with a natural 20, you can sense that, and this would make sense to you based on how the dream with Rowan has gone. There are two possible locations where this dream could take place. One is the one that you imagine, and one is the one that Nevane imagines. With a natural 20, you can choose.
Do I have any context for what Nevane's option would be, or do I just choose?
You don't know. Because Navain doesn't know that this is happening.
Yeah. That's interesting. I want to see what Navain would imagine.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
I think you have this image of Henry's shop in your mind, and you make this connection with Navain, and lucky for you, Nat 20, they are sleeping, or resting, or whatever you want to call it, and you sense that they are already dreaming on their own. You walk into a low-ceilinged, sunlit workshop. It looks like a carpenter's workshop. The sharp smell of sap and freshly cut wood is in the air. Outside, you can see that it's probably spring or summer. The grass is long and green. There's some kind of vine that's climbing up the window. It looks like someone could have just stepped away from their work. And it looks like they're working on maybe like some kind of cart or wagon. A few wheels are leaning against the wall. Huge slab of wood across the table beside a bunch of tools, saws, nails. And Navain, they're not facing you, but they look a little bit shorter. Their hair is also a little bit shorter, a little bit shaggier. You can just see the side of their profile, and it is certainly Navain. Their ears are rounded. They don't have the elven form. They do not appear to be working. They are just standing close to the window, looking out.
Are they still wearing their normal, like, layered robes?
No, they're wearing rustic kind of linen tunic. Looks like work pants. They have a lot of patches. Plain black shoes that are pretty much scuffed all around.
Any sign of burn scars?
They're wearing long sleeves, long pants. You can't tell.
Sorry to intrude, Commander.
The picture changes immediately. You are in a blank white space. Navain stands in front of you, a few inches shorter than you. Still young. Now wearing the traditional cream white robes tied at the center. And they stand like the Navain that you know. Get out.
I can't, not yet. Is this a safe space to speak, or are we overheard?
Their eyes narrow slightly. I believed it to be safe.
Can I insight check them?
Sure.
18.
What are you insight checking?
Are they lying? Are they under duress?
They are acting like they are under duress because of you. Yeah. You being there, it scares them.
That's kind of thrilling.
It doesn't seem like they're scared of you, but your presence here.
I apologize for the intrusion, but it is important that we speak. We know you need help. If we can provide it, we can. But for us to do so, we need to survive what is to come. And you might know something that could help us. Is that agreeable?
Yes.
Okay. What do you know about the vampire Vivian?
She's a prominent figure in the southeast of Octarius. Some say she is a guardian herself. No one has seen her.
Not since she fell from the sky?
That is a theory, yes.
From what we know, she ravaged her captors and fled. What is a vampire, to your knowledge?
It is like a shepherd.
But how? What is the difference? What am I?
You are a shepherd.
I don't know what that means. Am I like you?
No.
Can a shepherd be turned to a vampire?
I don't believe so. Processes are not the same, but they are similar.
But what are the differences? What are the similarities?
Your soul is removed, or a piece of it. They have gems, and they are created naturally. and their death is true.
True.
Yes, it remains.
How does one kill a vampire?
I only know the common rumors.
In that, I think we are matched. So you've never met her then? Only heard of her?
Yes.
Then who turned you?
They look to you, Curate. Roll persuasion.
7.
That is not pertinent to your mission.
What can you tell us about the mushrooms that are involved in the process of making me and the rest?
What I know is from the papers you gave to me. I cannot help you.
So everything before that, the shepherds, the trial, was that all from your companion? Did the Phoenix tell you nothing?
Some of it was my own half-understandings. Research. But you have provided me with more than I was ever able to find on my own.
And that thing that I could talk to now and then. You have any idea of what that is?
Have you roll persuasion?
8.
I don't know. Whatever it is will not help you with this current mission.
This is a matter of life and death. So if there is anything at all, we need it.
Anything about the Phoenix, perhaps? Its weaknesses, if there are any. We suspect it to be a sort of precursor, perhaps, of things like Vivienne. I don't know. Or it might have had a hand in creating her.
I don't understand what you are asking of me right now.
Information. What helps us helps you. We may not live to make it back to assist.
You fail to understand. I have told you what I know.
Then what of your situation?
They smile, this slight quirk of the corner of their lips. That is a long story.
We have nothing but time. As much as I can give us.
It is also not pertinent to our mission. It is not.
What do you want? You want to be free of this, yeah? That is not imagined.
You are uniquely capable of killing Vivienne.
And you want that, not the Phoenix.
Yes.
Why?
Do you not wish for Vivienne to be gone?
That is not what I asked. You want to absorb the island, or is that your companion? This is just a power grab for you.
What's your base wisdom?
12.
You wake up.
Damn.
You bitch. Fuck. What happens if I do it again?
Don't do it again.
But I...
No spell slots?
What am I gonna do with spell slots?
Live, maybe.
What an asshole. I guess I'll sleep. Let me take away my spell slots. Motherfucker. Did we get anything useful? Nothing. Okay. 4, 7,
We got some stuff.
10. So
I think
5.
that Navain made the carriage, and I also think that
I didn't
maybe
put that
Lachlan
together.
is the one that turns them.
One
Those
more
are my
time?
theories.
The last thing, what was that?
Maybe Lachlan is the one that turned them. And I think that Navain wants Vivienne dead because that would maybe make them not be a vampire anymore. Those are all my theories.
But
Putting those on the table.
how
I'm
would that,
speaking.
if Lachlan was the one who turned Navain, how would killing Vivienne?
Well, it would be one of the steps.
So Navain would have to kill Vivienne and then Lachlan?
Maybe. Unclear.
Unclear.
Does killing your
Unclear.
grandsire matter? I don't know. We don't know anything.
No.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the morning, if we make it to morning,
You do.
Okay.
Yippee.
I will use my remaining second level to send to Nico. If you do not hear from me in the coming weeks, please inform people that I am gone. Do not leave Rowan or Errol out in the cold. I beg of you. And that's it.
Flores, what do you mean? I will send to you tomorrow. I expect a prompt but thorough explanation. It ends there.
He just goes about packing up. I miss her so much.
Just to make sure, she doesn't know about Errol.
Well, Virgil gave her portraits of all of the shepherds.
So as far as she knew, up until that moment, Errol was dead.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I only had 25 words.
And you all carry on your journey. The rest of the days are much the same. Your companions are friendly is not the right word. Helpful enough. They allow you again to rest when you need to. They'll help you find shelter if the weather grows blustery. They also do give you back your lantern, I should say, your ever-glowing lantern. Of course, they don't need it, but it can help the both of you get through the darker hours. Virgil, you don't hear from Nico.
Interesting.
You don't hear from Nico until day 7 of what you know is going to be 8 days, according to Darkness and Velvet. An explanation, please.
We took the path to Dorn. Are taking it currently. We'll try our best. I told Ron about you, so he knows there is no reason to avoid him. Please don't.
And on day 9, you arrive at the summit of one of the shorter mountains in the range. There are taller peaks behind it, stretching over it. I should say, Kian, you do wake up after a few days in the bag of holding. You look like Kian when you wake up. There are wounds on your hands, a hole in each of your hands. Henry's body is there as well. Aside from that, the bag is empty. Do you do anything?
Have we? We've established that somebody outside has to open it, right?
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, because I know if I try to revive you, you cannot breathe in here.
We learned that theoretically, shepherds can't become vampires too, but you don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know that.
The bag that they got stuffed in, that was like either Velvet's or Darkness's, right? That wasn't the one they took off of us.
No, they did not take it off of you.
They spend... How many days are they in this bag? Awake.
7.
Awake for 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll
Do you-
wisdom save.
Do you heal yourself?
They spend almost all of their spell slots trying to heal Henry for the first day. When nothing works after hours, and they probably try to leave at some point. I think that they turn into a borzoi and just curl up beside Henry. And I think they spend as much time as they can, which I think is only an hour each day as a borzoi or as a bat.
Do you heal yourself?
Eventually.
Your hands are scarred from the stakes. They no longer have the symbols on them.
The stars?
Yeah,
They're gone.
they're gone.
completely.
I was gonna ask if I could send to Kian
Can I?
before she even woke, but
Yeah, I don't think Kian's really in a good state right now to even think about sending to anybody. Maybe Kian will send to Jacques.
Roll roll a D100.
Oh my god.
59.
Yeah, you can send.
Are you there? Where is everybody? Is anyone okay? Are you okay?
You'll be out in 5 days. Virgil and Kirit are walking with us. Just wait.
And if I may move on.
Yeah, I think Keen just accepts it and sort of just turn off their brain for the rest.
Yeah. You arrive at a towering door in the side of this summit. It's quite grand. It looks like it is carved from the stone. There's like filigree along the sides. It looks like it's taken care of. The carvings are not worn by the weather. Darkness steps up to the two of you with two black cloths in their hand. We're gonna have to blindfold you for this part.
Cliche.
We could knock you out if you prefer.
No, whatever you prefer.
Okay.
Kirit squats down a little so it's easier for them to reach.
Very polite. And you are led inside. The wind stops, suddenly cut off as you step through the doors and are led through the darkness.
Can you see through your little door?
Oh, yeah, I totally can. If there's light,
He's a normal dog, we swear.
Velvet picks up Codex. They just let Delilah. They've been like ignoring
Yeah.
Delilah the whole time. They let Delilah just walk on in. But Codex they know is associated with someone who is living. So they will pick up Codex and hide him under their cloak.
Can I attempt to, like, count my steps and turns?
Sure.
Can I attempt to reach out to the mycelium network and see if we're like approaching a haven, if I can sense any mushrooms of a haven sort?
Yeah. You both hear that you are being led away from each other. Like eventually the footsteps of your companions split and fade into the distance. You can still keep track, of course, of the steps and the turns as best you can. Kirit, you don't necessarily detect anything. What you can make out from behind your blindfolds, just from the sound of it, from the flow of air, it seems like sometimes you're walking through maybe hallways or shorter, smaller tunnels, and then other times cavernous rooms or caves. Occasionally you see a hint of orange glow from the other side that is probably, torchlight of some sort. It remains cold for the entirety of your journeys, and you hear the hinges of a door open and the hinges of the door shut as you are deposited in different rooms.
Sick. This is a nightmare.
And you are free to remove the blindfolds from your eyes and find that you are alone. Kian, you tumble onto the floor. Henry's body tumbles out with you. And then there is a bright glow that surrounds both of you. Around you, it fades quite quickly, but around Henry, it picks up and almost becomes blinding for a moment. In this dark room, you have to blink against it. And Henry, you gasp as your eyes open. You're staring up at a stone ceiling, in the center of which is a crystal chandelier, maybe the most beautiful chandelier you've ever seen.
That's impressive.
It looks like it's maybe 20 feet in diameter. It is all these blue and perfectly clear crystals that are catching the lights that are interspersed with it almost randomly, but the way that they reflect off each crystal give this spiraling pattern to it. And besides you are the recognizable feathers of Kian. And if you sit up painfully, your body feels heavy and strange. It's kind of like when you became a shepherd, but worse, to put it simply. Heavier, worse. You are in a ballroom. It's empty. There are window frames, but no windows. It's all stone. And on the opposite side of the ballroom stands a a figure sort of in the distance, but stepping across the stone to you all. And you can hear the clack of heels against it.
Kian reaches for Henry's hand with desperation and squeezes it.
Kian?
You're here? You're back?
Yes, we're here. He glances over to the figure again.
As she stops about 10 feet away from you, you can get a better look at her. Again, there's mood lighting in here.
Yeah.
It's pleasant, but it's bright enough to see. A tall figure. She's wearing a full face mask that is pure white. It has fairly large holes for the eyes that are sort of cat-like in shape. They have this graceful movement to them. The eyes themselves are a deep red. She wears a shimmering, slinky cloak, semi-transparent. You can see long white hair falling around her shoulders and reaching down to her waist. The dress beneath it is also this sort of slinky, almost transparent number. She looks like she's ready to dance. She looks like she's ready for the ball to begin. Her attention goes from Kian to you, Henry, to Kian again.
Kian kind of scrambles up and stands. Are you Vivian?
She looks to Henry.
Henry is still on the floor, a little on the sore side, propped up enough that he can rest his elbows, arms against it, and... Am I underdressed for the occasion?
She nods.
I was wearing... Oh, wait.
She crouches to be at eye level with you, and you can follow her gaze, and her eyes are pretty clear beneath this mask as it falls to the gem at your chest.
Upon seeing this, Henry's hand comes up to grab around it.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, I'm a little disoriented right now. Do you mind filling me in?
What do you want with us? Where are our friends?
They're occupied.
That makes it sound like you're torturing them.
Who are you?
I don't know how to answer that.
Try.
You can call me Kian. Are you Vivian?
She stands. Are you standing up?
Yeah.
Looks again to Henry and gestures for you to stand up.
Yeah. He does, if he can, get himself to stand when she does.
You can. Again, you're a little wobbly. You probably have to lean on Kian.
Kian will offer a hand to help. They sort of position themselves just a little bit, like a shoulder in front of Henry.
She begins to walk this slow circle around you both, and you just hear the gentle clack of her heels. You are interesting. You may live if you pay the fee.
A fee?
Yes,
For what?
living.
The living fee. Which is?
I will take from you what I wish.
Well, that's not very specific.
My house, my rules.
You don't have a more well-defined contract, just a non-specified, I'll take whatever the hell I want. No start date, end date, what that might entail.
Perhaps your voice.
It does get a laugh out of him.
Can we see our friends?
Is that agreeable?
So now you're negotiating?
It seems of interest to you.
If we say yes, can we see our friends?
Wait, I didn't want that. Kian, hold up. We don't just go on the first offer.
Yes.
Kian, don't say yes. I'm sure we have other He pats himself down, gets to the point where his watch usually is, cocks his head a little. I'm sure we have something else they want outside of what they've already filched from us. I don't know what you would do with my voice anyways.
Take it. You can play the piano, but you're not quite skilled enough.
We don't all have to be singers. Come on.
But you can talk
Yes.
very well.
Thank you.
So that is the fee. Or she's like kind of addressing both of you now. Memories of my choosing. Don't act so surprised.
They are trying to look like they're giving her full attention, but they are also trying to see what is around in the room. And if there's anybody else, or if there's a doorway.
Roll a perception check.
So, with an unnatural one.
Natural one is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know. It looks like a big ballroom. It seems empty. I mean, there is a door that's not hidden. It's closed. It looks big, but there's one behind you. Jacques surely told you all about this, right?
I know what you do. Where is he?
He's with the others.
What did you take this time?
Nothing yet.
I'm about to do something real stupid. I don't think it's going to work, but I
You're still gonna do it?
am gonna do it anyway.
It's okay. If anyone supports your stupidity, it's Henry.
Kian casts Dimension Door. It can be something I visualize. So I see that door. I'm visualizing a door on the other side. And I grab Henry's hand and I try to walk through it.
You get a moment. Her eyes widen for just a half second, and then you see her waving her hand like she's waving at you as you vanish. You just appear in the hallway outside, and it looks in decor much like you are in a castle where there would be such an opulent ballroom. Again, there are false windows carved into the stone walls. The chandeliers out here are not nearly as grand as the ballroom, but there are lights sprinkled throughout.
Henry, we have to go now. Can I
Yes, yes.
can I
Yes.
transform you real quick?
I guess.
And Keen's gonna cast polymorph and turn you into, I think, a bat. I think we're both gonna be bats.
Blending in.
Okay.
She's just gonna start flying and trying to lead the way.
Hopefully there are other little white poof bats in here and you're gonna stand out.
Roll perception, both of you.
Yeah.
And also roll stealth.
16 for perception.
16.
10 for perception. I'm so scared.
What are we doing?
This has already worked more than I thought it would, but
She's letting it happen.
yeah, I know. 15 for stealth.
What was your stealth?
8.
That makes sense. I think when you
Yeah.
appear out of the dimension door, you probably are kind of stumbly and weird and shaky. Nothing really feels quite real to you, Henry, right now.
He's been dead for 9 days.
Yeah. As you all begin to fly down these halls, Henry, you start to see in the shadows the fluttering of wings of other bats.
Behind Kian, they just hear eek, eek, eek.
Wait, did we establish that telepathy?
You can
Yeah.
communicate.
I can communicate,
Yes.
but they can't communicate back. We just have to keep going. We have to find them, and we have to get out.
If Kian were to glance over their shoulder, they would see a bat shaking its head in a nod.
Keep
Yeah.
flying. Yeah. We're going.
You fly down the hallway. At one point, another bat joins you and just sort of flutters alongside you before like peeling off to the left when you turn to the right. You fly. You fly around. Is there anything in particular you're looking
Okay.
for?
As we fly around, and if it feels like we get to a point where there's not necessarily a chase happening, Kian will look to Henry again. So, we need to find them. Do you think... I don't know, this is a castle. Are there dungeons? Should we look down? Where do you think they would keep them?
I can't respond to telepathy.
No.
Yeah, no. So
I mean, I think, like...
One's quick for yes, two's quick for no.
I think Kian, like, kind of stops for a second and... Do you have an idea? I'll follow.
he does like a little dive kind of downwards.
Okay, down. Let's go.
And indeed, this is like a castle, or it's like an impression of a castle. You fly through kitchens that have no food in the cupboards. There are tools on the walls. There's a fully furnished kitchen. Bedrooms, guest rooms, with these beautiful, ornate, curtained beds. You fly by other smaller ballrooms or meeting rooms, and you fly by few people in a way that, again, kind of feels like you're just in some sort of castle. There are people sitting around, lounging on sofas, reading, painting, chatting. There are people, making the beds in some of these rooms that you fly by. And there are also a lot of bats who occasionally will fly alongside you or doing little acrobatic tricks before they get out of your way. And yeah, eventually you will find a staircase, this spiraling staircase downwards. They're not hidden. Once you reach the end of a hallway, you can find one, and you make your way down. When you escape out of this little stairwell, you do find yourself in a much danker, sort of darker place. The cold down here feels a little more musty. The walls, though still clearly built by people's hands, are a little bit more rough. And there are rooms here, but they are not nearly as beautiful. They're simple.
If we scope out an area, can we find some place that is empty?
Down here appears to be pretty empty, yeah. These rooms are unoccupied.
Keen flies into an empty room, and they crouch in a corner, and they try to turn back into a person.
More wisdom save?
Yeah.
And do you turn Henry back into
Not yet. So, what does a 7 do?
You remain a little bat huddled in the corner. A small, lost little thing.
How long does it take until I can try again?
And it doesn't take super long. I think maybe like a few minutes.
They look to Henry. I'm gonna try to cast sending, but I can't be like this. I'm freaking out. I'm sorry. Just give me a second.
What did you get?
6.
Roll again.
11.
Okay. Finally, after, it's not crazy long, maybe 5 to 7 minutes, you poof back into Kian.
Okay. I only have one sending. Who should I send it to right now? Eek. Oh, fuck.
I love that, Henry. Still yapping.
On the floor, the table, or whatever. Looking up at now tall Kian.
Virgil, do you know where you are? What floor are you in the castle? We're here. Henry's okay. But we need to get out.
Well, I guess that's kind of up to you, Father. How well was I able to keep track of where they took me?
Roll a survival check.
13.
You can tell that you went up probably a flight of stairs and turned right or straight from there. It was sort of hard to tell because it was a spiral staircase.
Interesting.
You don't know exactly how many doors, but it was like 30 steps from the stairs.
Could I unsummon Codex and have him reappear outside the door of where I am?
Yeah.
You
And then-
sexy bitch.
Look through his eyes?
Yeah.
There's just a guy there like, puppy.
Yeah, there is someone standing outside.
Okay.
I think it's Velvet. But first I want to see what you say.
You catch him in the middle of a breakdown that was 9 days coming. So So he takes a moment to collect himself. You're okay, okay. Up a spiral staircase, right. 30 paces. They took Kirit somewhere else. Go if you need to. If you can.
They went up a spiral staircase? Did we see one of those?
A vigorous nodding accompanies this.
Nodding yes?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't fucking remember.
Literally
You got
flew
here.
down a spiral.
You got here from a spiral.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got maybe half an hour. And then we have to figure out how to hide you. Let's go.
Bat Henry is already circling Kia, ready to go.
Okay, Kane turns back into a bat.
Okay. You fly back up the many flights of stairs that you flew down, and then up to where you started, and then one more additional flight. And there are 3 branching hallways, one to the left, one straight forward, one to the right.
Go to the right.
To the right.
Yeah, that's where Virgil said.
The hallway is mostly empty. There is one person standing in front of one of the doors, about halfway down. There's 3 doors on either side, wearing a long black duster, leaning against the door, her arms crossed. She looks kind of bored, tapping her foot. She doesn't take note of you or doesn't care that you have flitted into the hallway.
Okay.
I wonder if I could invisibly walk through this door. I don't think that my... You can choose to magically step into the veil. While I'm in here, can I cast Locate Object and try to locate something on Kirit's person?
Yeah, what is it? 1,000 feet? You don't get any pings.
Fuck.
Dang.
Okay.
Whoa. Fucking big castle.
Are we doing this? I guess we're doing it. I know you're out there loose looking for me. There's no point in staying. I can't take Delilah, your fucking dog!
Just let them talk no jutsu.
Talk no jutsu?
Yeah.
If... I don't know.
I don't think it's crazy for you to guess that someone is guarding Virgil's door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Kane will fly past. And are there any open rooms?
Not that you can open with your little bat body.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
can look like anything, though. Anyone.
That's true.
And you have seen the big boss mummy herself.
That would be crazy.
That would be
fucking
a
crazy.
huge dick maneuver. Go
Find
back.
an empty hallway.
There were 3 hallways.
Okay. Keen circles around, goes back. And they're going to try wisdom, right? 15.
Yeah, you're able to poof back into Kian.
Keen drops polymorph and pulls Henry against a wall. I think that Virgil might be behind that door.
Yes, the guarded one.
How do I get past?
Um,
I shouldn't look like this, though. And they kind of look down at themselves and panic, cast disguise self to look like a pretty blonde elven lady.
how's your flirting game?
I don't know if that's the best way to do this right now, but
I mean, there's like 1 billion people in this castle.
that's true. Maybe they don't all know each other.
If they did, that would be weird.
Maybe. Okay.
You could always make up a crisis or a summons. You know, you could tell this person that Vivian is calling people to that big fancy ballroom place, but maybe that would require too much specific information because technically a prisoner did escape. 2 prisoners, technically. Though also, I'm a little bit concerned at the fact that there hasn't seemed to be any sort of alarm raised, but maybe it's because Vivian's trying to keep up appearances and doesn't want it to look like she doesn't have any.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Oh, fuck. We can't stay here forever. I'll try. Kane's gonna... Oh, God. Kane walks calmly around the corner, and they push their anxiety down as far as they can. And I think they walk a little bit past the figure guarding the door and then, like, stop for a second. I don't think I've seen you around here before.
Roll deception.
Haven't.
Is Henry peering? Like, is Henry?
He's just listening.
Yeah.
But Kian can feel the vibes of 2 thumbs up being
Yeah.
given.
27.
They look openly suspicious, and kind of straighten up. You know, they're leaning lazily against the door. It's funny, I've been here for a while. Don't think I've seen you either.
I've been here for a while too. They're just gonna try to cast Dominate Person. Wisdom saving throw.
You like quickly do the motion, say the magic word, and their brow raises as the magic just fizzles out around them. Now what was that for?
I want behind that door.
You'll have to take that up with Vivienne.
Can I hear anyone? Like
Yeah.
anything through this door?
Roll perception.
Oh, dirty 20.
Yeah, I think you can get the gist of it.
Okay.
And see what she says.
I don't really have an interest in talking to Vivian.
They shrug. Then you'd best be on your way.
What do you want with them?
With who?
With Virgil? With Kirit?
I'm just doing my job. I think you should be on your way before you get yourself in trouble.
How I see it, we're already in trouble.
They shrug.
Fuck, I don't really have...
Why are they letting you go?
I know.
I would
That's like partially why I kind of wanted to test it.
I would like to cast message to Kian, and only she can hear the spell. We're not dead yet because she wants something from us. If we try and fight our way out, we're dead. Find out what she wants.
Go on then.
What is this place? Did you all give something up to her and you're just happy to live here?
You all seem very concerned with my happiness. Where's your friend? And they like peer down the hallway. Henry, you're hiding. You do hear them say, "You down there? You can drop the act."
He's not gonna respond to that. That's what's called bait.
Nobody here but us vampires.
They just like roll their eyes. All right. Yes, we do all live here. Welcome. I hope you find it to your liking.
Is everyone here vampires?
In some sense, yes. Or at least most of us. I don't think your friend in here is. Or your friend down there. Points in Henry's direction. Or the mushroom one.
They don't know what you are. And neither do we.
Hear it. You are alone for some time in a very fine room. The big canopied bed with velvety dark curtains, a thick comforter, big down pillows, a rug. There's no sign of dust or mold or anything like that. This feels like it has been prepared for guests. You are there for about 5 minutes, during which you release Codex. Velvet's gonna try to pick Codex up.
Okay.
Is that, do you allow it?
Lick him.
Codex will lick Velvet's hand, actually. That's probably pretty accurate.
Velvet, who I don't think you've heard speak a word, smiles and starts to like scritch Codex behind the ears. Well, are you doing anything else?
I'm seeing through Codex's eyes, trying to see the hallway, who might be out there.
It does appear to be an empty hallway, except for Velvet. And you hear someone delicately cough behind you.
I turn around.
You see the form of a rather tall woman with a white mask, sort of shimmery, well-fitted cloak and dress. Hello, Celafir.
What the fuck?
And that is where we'll end our session for today.
I was gonna wave at her, but I don't know now.
Like he stops midway.
No, your wind blows cold and certain, calls it out to the great divine. Promise me, for I'll be waiting, somehow, somewhere down the line. Somehow, somewhere down the line.
Actually, you might be in trouble. We'll see. They
Friend, co-worker.
well, Flo in theory might have helped her escape. I need to write down what happened where. Why am I
Vivian
thinking
is
about
also the
Phoenix?
North
Right?
Star,
Right.
and Lo does know her, at least by that name.
I'm losing my mind, I fear.
The second that she let us go so easily, I was like, fuck.
She's playing her own game, and we're simply fumbling in the dark.
I think
Dimension door was sexy.
Kian just has been told their whole adult life to run away from Vivian.
Yeah, that's
They're
fair.
two.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Lachlan would be proud of you. If she is to be believed, she said she didn't take anything from Jocelyn yet.
Yeah, this
So
time.
maybe he's acting?
My theory is that he might be acting.
Yeah.
And that he just got all his memories
I'm
back.
hoping that too.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was saying that it would be like really sexy for like Jacques to be like, oh, I got like a bunch of like a whole rush of memories or whatever. And then he's like, I know what I have to do. I have to pretend to be Lachlan. He's like, and I can sell it by being a jackass because then people will be like mad at me and it'll look really real. You know, like that'll sell it. Like if they knew
I
it was
do
on their
kind
side,
of
they'd
that's
be
my
different.
that's my
Like a shoulder
theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.